Good morning. Good morning, all of you. This is my 31st lecture on design of machine members 1 subject. In this session, I am going to explain about combined variable normal stresses and variable shear stresses problems. Here, this is the last lecture on stress concentration. Okay. In next class, I will explain. I want to start a new unit. Okay. So this is the last class on stress concentration. This is the given question. A hot rolled steel shaft is subjected to a torsional moment that varies from 330 Newton meter clockwise to 110 Newton meter counterclockwise, and an applied bending moment at a critical section varies from 440 Newton meter to minus 220 Newton meter. The shaft is of uniform cross section and no keyway is present at the critical section. Okay, determine the required shaft diameter. The material has an ultimate strength of 550 megapascal and yield strength of 410 megapascal. Take the entrance limit as half the ultimate strength. Factor of safety of 2, size factor of 0.85, and a surface finish factor of 0.62. Okay, this is the given question. First, you have to identify the given data from the question. Here you have to design a steel shaft. Okay, so by using these details, you have to design a suitable size of a shaft. Okay, shaft diameter. Here, a torsional moment that varies from torsional moment means torque. Okay, here the torque is given. Okay, torque 330 Newton meter clockwise. For clockwise rotation, you have to consider positive sign. Okay, for clockwise direction, you have to consider positive sign. So this is the 330 Newton meter is the T max. Maximum torque equal to plus 330. And here minus 110. You have to consider minus for counterclockwise. Counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. You have to consider negative sign. So this is the minus 110 Newton meter. This is the minimum torque. Okay, this is the minimum torque. This is the maximum torque. Okay, for clockwise direction, you have to consider positive sign. For anti-clockwise direction, you have to consider negative sign. Okay, so in question, maximum torque and minimum torque are given, and also bending moment also given here. Okay, bending moment at a critical section varies from 440 Newton meter to minus 220 Newton meter. Yeah, this is the maximum bending moment. plus 440. Plus 440 is the maximum bending moment, minus 220 is the minimum bending moment. Okay. So here bending moment symbol is M. M is the symbol for bending moment. Okay. So M max equal 440, M minimum equal to minus 220. The shaft is of uniform cross section. No keyway is present at the critical section. So determine the required shaft diameter, that is small d. You have to find out the diameter of a shaft d. Here the ultimate strength is given. This is the ultimate strength, that is ultimate stress. Ultimate stress or ultimate strength, sigma u. Sigma u equal to 550 megapascal. Okay, 1 Newton per meter square equal to Pascal. Okay, so 550 megapascal sigma u. I have yield strength sigma y. Sigma y equal to 410 megapascal. Sigma y, yield strength or yield stress equal to 410 megapascal. Take endurance limit as half the ultimate strength. So you have to consider sigma e, endurance limit sigma e equal to half of the ultimate stress. Okay, that is a 0.5 into sigma u. Factor of safety Fs equal to 2, size factor 0.85, surface finish factor 0.62. Okay, these all are the given values. Okay, so from the given question, maximum bending moment equal to 440 Newton meter, and minimum bending moment equal to minus 220 Newton meter. Maximum torque equal to 330 clockwise. For clockwise, you have to consider positive side, 330 Newton meter, and minimum torque equal to minus 110 counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. For anti-clockwise, you have to consider negative side, and factor of safety Fs equal to 2, and sigma y, yield strength equal to 410 megapascal, and sigma u equal to ultimate stress equal to 550 megapascal, and endurance limit from the given question, take endurance limit as half the ultimate strength, that is half of the ultimate stress. Sigma e equal to half of the ultimate stress. So 550 by 2 equal to 275 Newton per mm square is the endurance limit or endurance stress. Okay, so this is the load correction factor, bending load factor KB. Okay, bending load factor equal to 1, and shear stress factor equal to 0.6, size factor equal to 0.85, and surface finish factor equal to 0.62. Let small d is the diameter of the shaft. Okay, by using these details, you have to determine the suitable size of a shaft. Okay, now coming to the solution. Already we know the formula for mean torque. Mean equal to maximum plus minimum by 2. So mean torque equal to maximum torque plus minimum torque by 2. Okay, so here maximum torque equal 330 clockwise plus minus 110 counterclockwise divided by 2 equal to 110 Newton. 110 Newton meter is the mean torque. And already we know the formula for variable torque. Variable equal to maximum minus minimum by 2. So maximum torque equal to 330 minus minimum equal to minus 110. Okay, so here the value is 210 Newton meter is the variable torque. This is the variable torque, this is the mean torque. Okay, already we know the formula for torque from torsional equation. From torsion equation, tau by r equal to T by J. T by J equal to C into theta by L. This is the torsional equation. Already we we discussed in first unit. Okay, from torsional equation, already we know the formula for torque. Torque for solid shaft, torque T equal to pi d cube by 16 into tau. So this is the formula for torque. Torque for solid shaft. By using this formula, okay, you have to find out the value of shear stress. Tau equal to 16 by cross multiplication. Shear stress tau equal to 16 T by pi d cube. Okay, so this is the formula for shear stress. Okay, so 16 T by pi d cube is the formula for shear stress. For mean shear stress, you have to substitute mean torque. Okay, for variable torque, for variable shear stress, you have to substitute variable torque. Okay, so from mean shear stress formula, 16 Tm by pi d cube. Tm is the mean torque. Already we found that mean torque equal 110. So 560 by d cube is the mean shear stress. In similar way, variable shear stress equal tau v. Tau v equal to 16 Tv by pi d cube. Okay. So 1120 by d cube is the variable shear stress. From the question, these details are not given in our question, but you have to consider entrance limit for shear. Tau E is the entrance limit for shear. That is sigma E into Ks. Okay, sigma E into Ks is the formula for tau E. Okay, so already we know the formula for already we know the value of sigma E. Sigma E equal to 275. This value is given in question. Okay, 0.55 into sigma E equal to 151.25 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. This is the value of entrance limit for shear. In similar way, tau y is the yield shear stress. This value also not given. So I consider half of the yield stress. Okay, so sigma y into 0.5. This value is the tau y. Tau y equal to 0.5 into sigma y. Okay, so the value is tau y equal to 205 10 power 6 Newton per meter square is the value of yield shear stress. Okay. Now, from the equivalent shear stress formula, already we know the formula. So substitute all these values in this equation, we get the value of diameter. Okay, so here tau es, you have to find out the value of equivalent shear stress. Tau es equal to mean shear stress tau m plus variable shear stress tau v into tau y yield shear stress into KFS shear stress factor for fatigue loads. KFS is the shear stress factor for fatigue load, and tau e shear entrance limit for shear, surface finish factor, size factor. Okay, already we found the value of tau m and tau v. Okay, substitute values. 560 by d cube is the value of tau m, and 1120 by d cube is the value of tau v. Okay, tau y equal to 0.5 10 power 6 and KFS equal to 1. Here the value I consider KFS as unity. Okay, this value is not given, so I consider 1 for KFS. K surface equal to 0.62 and K size equal to 0.85. Okay, tau E equal to 151.25 into 10 power 6. Okay, so the value is 3440 by d cube is the value of equivalent shear stress tau es. Okay. Now, from bending moments, maximum and minimum bending moments are given. Okay, maximum bending moment equal 440 Newton meter, minimum bending moment minus 220. So we have to find out the mean and variable bending moments. So first we have to find out the mean or average bending moment equal to maximum bending moment plus minimum bending moment by 2. Okay, 110 Newton meter is the mean bending moment. In similar way, variable bending moment equal to maximum bending moment minus minimum bending moment by 2. Okay, this is the value 330 Newton meter is the variable bending moment. Already we know the bending equation. So m by I equal to sigma by y is the bending equation. So from bending equation, bending stress sigma equal to m by I by y equal to z. So m by z is the formula for bending stress. So bending stress equal to m bending moment by section modulus. For circular shafts, for solid circular shafts, z equal to pi d cube by 32. Okay, for circular shafts, z equal to pi d cube by 32. Okay, for circular shafts only. Okay, this is the solid. This is the solid circular shaft. Okay, so z equal to pi d cube by 32 for circular shaft. Okay, now substitute z value in bending stress equation. Okay, for determining the value of mean bending stress, you have to substitute mean bending moment. For determining the variable bending stress, you have to substitute variable bending moment. Okay, so here mean bending stress equal to mm by z 110 by d cube. Here 110 by d cube into 0.0982. Okay, the value is 1120 by d cube is the mean bending stress. In similar way, sigma v is the variable bending stress equal to mv by z 330 by 0.0982 into d cube equal to 3360 by d cube is the variable shear stress. Okay. After getting the mean and variable bending stresses, you have to find out the value of equivalent bending stress, equivalent normal bending stress. Okay, already we know the formula for equivalent bending stress. Okay, this is the formula for equivalent normal bending stress. Sigma m plus sigma v into sigma y by k of b by sigma eb into k surface k size. Okay. So already we found the value of sigma m and sigma v. Already we know the value of sigma y, sigma e, k surface, k size, k of b. Okay. From given data, we have to substitute all those values in this equation. Okay. So the final answer for sigma ne equivalent normal stress for bending equal to 10,626 by d cube is the equivalent normal stress for bending. Okay. After getting the value of equivalent normal stress and equivalent shear stress, you have to use maximum shear stress theory. Okay. From maximum shear stress theory, tau max equal to sigma y by tau max equal to sigma y by 2 into fs. Okay, sigma y by 2 into fs or tau y by fs. Okay, so here this value is equal to 1 by 2 square root of equivalent normal stress for bending whole square plus 4 tau square. Okay. Okay. Now substitute all these values in this equation. We can get the value of our required shaft diameter. Diameter of the shaft D equal to 40 mm. Okay. So this is the required shaft size 40 mm, 39.5 mm, but 40 mm is the standard size. So you have to consider 40 mm. So this is the answer. And coming to the another problem, a pulley is keyed to a shaft midway between two bearings. The shaft is made of cold drawn steel, for which the ultimate strength is 550 megapascal and the yield strength is 400 megapascal. The bending moment at the pulley varies from minus 150 Newton meter to plus 400 Newton meter, as the torque on the shaft varies from minus 50 Newton meter to plus 150 Newton meter. Obtain the diameter of the shaft for an indefinite life. The stress concentration factors for the keyway at the pulley in bending and in tension are 1.6 and 1.3 respectively. Take the following values. Factor of safety equal 1.5, load correction factors equal to 1.0 in bending, 0.6 in torsion. Size effect factor equal to 0.85, surface effect factor equal to 0.88. Okay, so this is the given question. From the given question, first you have to identify the given data. Okay, now here ultimate strength, that is sigma u equal 550 megapascal. Yield strength, that is sigma y equal 400 megapascal. Bending moment minus 150 is the minimum bending moment, plus 400 Newton meter is the maximum bending moment. Okay, here minus 50 Newton meter is the minimum torque. Okay, here torque on the shaft varies from minus 50 Newton meter to 150 Newton meter. So plus 150 Newton meter is the maximum torque, minus 50 Newton meter is the minimum torque. Okay, here you have to find out the suitable size of the shaft diameter. You have to find out the value of shaft diameter. The stress concentration factors in bending and torsion are 1.6 and 1.3, KFS and KFB. Okay, KFS and KFB in shear and bending. Now factor of safety equal 1.5, that is the FS equal 1.5. Load correction factors in bending, that is KB, bending load factor equal 1.0, shear load factor equal to 0.6. Okay, this is the KS, shear load factor KS, and this is the KB always 1. Okay, now size factor, this is K size 0.85, this is the K surface finish factor. Okay, now the given values are maximum bending moment equal to plus 400 Newton meter, and minimum bending moment equal minus 150 Newton meter. Maximum torque equal to plus 150 Newton meter, and minimum torque equal to minus 50 Newton meter. Factor of safety equal 1.5. Sigma y, yield stress or yield strength equal to 400 megapascal, that is 400 Newton per mm square. And ultimate stress equal to 550 megapascal, 550 Newton per mm square. And here stress concentration factors are given. The stress concentration factors for the keyway at the pulley in bending and in torsion is given. So in bending, fatigue stress concentration factor for bending loads equal to 1.6. 1.3 is the fatigue stress concentration factor for shear. KF means Fatigue stress concentration factor for shear. KFB and stress concentration factor for bending. Okay. Here the load correction factors are given. Bending load factor KB equal to 1, KS equal to 0.6. Okay. Size effect factor K size equal to 0.85. K surface finish factor equal to 0.88. Now by using these details, okay, you have to find out the suitable size of the shaft. Okay, here let small d is the required diameter of the shaft in mm. Okay, these are the given values. Now already we know the formula for mean or average bending moment. Okay, mean bending moment equal to maximum bending moment plus minimum bending moment by 2. So already we know the value of maximum and minimum bending moments. 400 Newton meter is the value of maximum bending moment, and minus 150 is the value of minimum bending moment. 400 plus minus 150 by 2 equal 125 Newton meter is the mean bending moment. 1 meter equal 1000 mm. So 125,000 Newton mm is the mean bending moment. Okay. In similar way, already we know the formula for variable bending moment. Variable means your variable bending moment equal maximum minus minimum by 2. So maximum bending moment equal 400 and minimum bending moment equal to 150 minus 150. So 400 minus of minus 150 equal to 275 Newton meter. So 275,000 Newton mm is the variable bending moment. After getting the mean and variable bending moments, you have to find out the value of bending stress. Bending stress is sigma equal to m by z. Okay. So z is the section modulus, m is the bending moment, mean and variable bending moments. Okay. Here z is the z equal to pi d cube by 32 is the section modulus for solid shaft. For circular solid shaft, okay, for circular solid shafts, z equal to pi d cube by 32. This is the standard formula. Okay, I by y. Z means section modulus z equal to I by y. Moment of inertia about x-axis divided by radius of the shaft. Okay, I by y means moment of inertia about x-axis divided by radius of the shaft. Okay. Now already we know the formula for bending stress. Bending stress is equal to m by z. Sigma equal to m by z. For determining the mean bending stress, you have to substitute mean bending moment. Okay, mm by z. Mm is the mean bending moment. 125,000 divided by z. Okay, this is the mean bending stress value. In similar way, where for getting the value of variable bending stress, then you have to substitute variable bending moment in bending stress equation. 275,000 is the variable bending moment, z equal to 0.0982 d cube. Okay, this is the value of variable bending stress. Okay, after getting the mean and variable bending stress, we have to find out the value of equivalent and normal bending stress. Okay, after getting the sigma m and sigma v, you have to find out the value of equivalent normal bending stress, that is sigma ne. Okay, here sigma eb equal to sigma e equal to half of the ultimate stress. Okay, here the value of sigma e is not given. Okay, in our question sigma e, the value of sigma e is not given. So that's why I consider sigma e equal to half of the ultimate stress. Okay, so 550 is the value of ultimate stress divided by 2 equal to 275 is the endurance limit. Okay, please remember endurance limit value is not given in our question. Okay, that's why I have considered sigma e equal to half of the ultimate stress. This is the standard formula. Okay, so you have to substitute the value of sigma e, sigma m, sigma v, sigma y, kfb, k surface, k size factors. In this equation, you can get the value of equivalent normal stress for bending. sigma n e equal to 9,985 into 10 power 3 divided by d cube is the value of equivalent normal stress for bending. Okay, in similar way we know the value of maximum torque and minimum torque. So this is the maximum torque, this is the minimum torque. So maximum torque 150 Newton meter, minimum torque minus 150. So sorry, minus 50 Newton meter is the minimum torque. Okay, although we know the formula for mean torque equal to maximum torque plus minimum torque by 2. So this is the value of mean torque, Tm equal to 50 Newton meter, 50 into 10 power 3 Newton mm. This is the value of mean torque. In similar way, variable torque equal to maximum minus minimum by 2. Maximum equal to 150, minimum equal to minus 50. So 150 minus 50 by 2 equal to 100 Newton meter is the value of variable torque. Okay. Now, after getting the mean and variable torques, you have to substitute these values in shear stress formula. Already we know the formula for a solid shaft. Shear stress for solid shaft tau equal to 16 T by pi d cube. 16 T by pi d cube for a solid shaft. Okay, for solid shaft only, solid circular shaft. Okay, 16 T by pi d cube is the formula for solid circular shaft. Okay, so substitute mean torque in this equation. You can get the value of tau m, mean shear stress. Okay, this is the mean shear stress value. In similar way, variable shear stress equal to 16 TV by pi d cube. Okay, so this is the value of variable shear stress. Okay, for determining the equivalent shear stress, you have to know the value of tau e and tau y. Tau e and tau y, these two values are not given in our question. Okay, the value of entrance limit for shear and yield stress for shear not given in our question. That's why I consider the standard values. Tau e equal to sigma e into ks. Ks is the shear stress factor. Shear stress value 0.6 is given in our question. So sigma e equal to 275. That is the half of the ultimate stress. Okay, so entrance limit for shear stress equal to 165 Newton per mm square. Okay, tau y equal to half of the yield stress. So 0.5 into sigma y equal to 400. 400 value is given in our question. Okay, so 200 Newton per mm square. Please remember, these two values are not given in our question. So that's why I consider standard formulas. Okay. Now we have to determine the value of equivalent shear stress. Already we know the formula for equivalent shear stress. Okay, this is the formula for equivalent shear stress. Tau m plus tau v into tau y into kfs by tau e into k surface k size. Already we found the value of the tau m, tau v. So substitute those values in this equation. Now this is the equivalent shear stress. Okay, so this is the answer for equivalent shear stress. After getting the equivalent shear stress and the equivalent normal stress, okay, you have to use a maximum shear stress theory. Maximum shear stress theory. From maximum shear stress theory, tau max equal to 1/2 square root of sigma square plus 4 tau square. Already we know that formula. So by using that formula, you have to find out the value of suitable diameter of a shaft. Okay, tau es max equivalent shear stress, maximum equivalent shear stress equal to, this one is the tau y by fs. Tau y by fs equal to tau es. So tau y value already we found that 200. Fs is 1.5. This value is given in question, equal to 1/2 square root of sigma ne, sigma equivalent normal stress for bending. Already we found that value. Okay, this is the sigma ne. Tau es also we found here. Okay, So this is the tau es. So tau substitute tau es value. Okay. Now this is the value of sigma y by fs. Okay. After simplifying, you can get the value of diameter d. Okay, d equal to 33.84. Okay, but 35 mm is the standard size of the shaft. So you have to consider 35 mm for the required shaft size. Okay, this is the final answer for this problem. Okay, this is the our required shaft size. Okay, okay. This lecture, this class is last for stress concentration chapter. Okay, in next class, I will start a new unit, that is unit number 3. Okay, in unit number 3, we will learn about design of rivets, design of welded joints, design of bolts. You can learn about 3 topics. Okay, in next class, I will start.